Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another anime review. This is going to be on a very special one. This is it. The English title is When They Cry. A lot of people have encouraged me not to call it that. A lot of people don't like the name. So Higurashi is, I guess, what I will go with. The full title, at least in the Japanese, would be Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. But people call it just Higurashi. So I will call it Higurashi for those who pains to hear the name of When They Cry. I do realize it is a horrible translation, and each time I watched an episode, I kept thinking like, why is it called When They Cry? Is it because they cry a lot, or why? Why? So, anyways, Higurashi, old anime, I will say that. 2006, first season. This is going to be the review on the first season, just the first season. There is a second season that some people don't talk about, so I am watching that currently, and I will review the second season later for you guys. But this will be on the first season. Before I continue, a few things. One, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button if you guys don't mind. And then secondly, guys, if you guys want to see more anime reviews, I have a bunch of those in my channel. Third, and lastly, there is a spoiler alert on the anime itself, so just be cautious. Be cautious that I will be talking about the anime. So if you don't want it to be ruined, and don't watch past this. Now, I do want to highly encourage that because this anime itself is big with twists and turns. It is a horror anime that if you hear past the point, something might be ruined. So you have been warned. I am warning you. Spoiler alert. Okay. So the anime itself, at least, it starts with Keiichi being the main character, and he does come out in the entire anime, but they have different arcs in the anime itself. The first season is created of 26 episodes, so it is quite of a lengthy first season, and the second season, I believe, is almost the same size. So the first season is 26 episodes. It is more of a commitment that an anime that has only 12 episodes. So if you guys are looking for more of a bigger anime, this is the one for you. Genre-wise, I would put it as a horror anime. I would put it as a suspenseful anime. I would put it as a gore anime. And then some people consider it a classic. It hasn't. I mean, it has been quite a bit. It's been 13 years since it came out. But it's not that old. It's not from the 80s or 90s like a lot of classics are from. So, but it's still a great one. This one is based on a game, and from what I've heard, this is one of the best anime that has portrayed the game. Each arc in the first season essentially is the different endings of how the game could have ended, and essentially you take a protagonist, and out of the main characters you follow their stories, and there is something different in each one, as in, it triggers them to either start killing or triggers them to start defending themselves, which causes them to kill or whatever. And we have a few main characters. Keiichi is kind of new to the city, figuring people out. He has friends, and out of their friends, Hanyu and Rika and Sadako and Mion, Shion, Rina. I mean, they're all basically in their little clique, and each story just kind of shows us how each character can basically lose it. Each one is unique in itself, and the arcs, I think, out of all of them, my favorite one, or the one that had a little bit more logic and really grotesque to it, it got a little bit, man, this is intense, was where we learn about Mion and Shion. Mion and Shion are twin sisters, and we learn about their past and how their family works, and how they basically have a messed up family. But Shion essentially loses it, and goes in a rampage because the guy that she liked was punished. At least is what she thinks. And she goes on a rampage and kills basically everyone as a revenge. And I think that was my favorite arc from all of them. I think the whole point of the game was basically finishing the game with no one dying, and they kind of did that in the last arc, but there were some deaths, um, and it almost seems like every arc starts the same with the death of two people that went into the temple illegally. And overall, great story, bunch of twists and turns. I will say it is very confusing, especially once the second, third arc start, because you don't realize that the arcs themselves are a different story until kind of the end. It almost hints at the end, and I could be wrong. You can correct me in the comment section anything of this. This is all from me watching it only, but it almost feels like at the end of the anime, Rika is the only one that's conscious that they're repeating the same story, just different things happen throughout the day. So they're almost at a Groundhog type of story where it's just the same a week or the same 2 weeks repeat themselves over and over again. And at the end of the anime, they hint that Rika is the only one that actually notices that all this is happening. That it just keeps repeating and repeating. So some arcs really have 2 years span of information. Some only have 2-3 weeks. So overall, great anime. If you're looking for a gory horror type of anime, this one's for you. The animation itself, I will say, not the best. For 2006, it almost seems like it was a 90s anime. The animation seemed like it was behind, and I don't know if that was on purpose or it was just, the company that produced it were on a low budget. Either or, the animation didn't really take away from the story. The story was good in itself, and you could say the gory parts of the anime weren't as gory as it could have been because of the animation, and that could be either a good thing or a bad thing, depending who you are. Music wise, great choice of music. And I think just overall, it was great for the exception of maybe the animation. But guys, if you have not checked it out, go check it out. You can watch the first and second season in High Dive. Also, if you guys have not done so, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all of the support. Let me know what other old anime that I have not watched, or maybe you guys think I haven't watched, you guys recommend me to watch. I'm trying to watch more of the older stuff just because there's so much out there that I missed from some of the years that I was not watching anime. So thank you so much for all your love and support, guys, and like always, don't be strangers.